Hey everybody, welcome to my sewing room. I'm going to give you a quick tour of my different areas in the sewing room. You can see my collections and my happy place because this is where I spend most of my time. I love creating in here and I just love collecting. So here is a little quick view from one angle. I am trying not to make anyone dizzy. It's hard. So yes, and that is a long arm. That is a long arm machine where I machine quilts. It's a 12-foot frame, so it does take up a lot of space in this room. As you can see, I have several projects. I also collect and display my toys, my miniatures. Here's my desk. This is a project I'm working on, which is wrapping my fabrics, anything that's half a yard or more, on comic book board. So that is the moment, the project that is taking most of my time. So now on the other side of the long arm, there is a storage room, or it was supposed to be a storage room, but I needed more space to put my 16-foot table. And so here it is. I have a shelf displaying some of my collections, and these drawers here house my DMC flosses, the extra ones. And on the other side of that table, there is a pegboard, or several pegboards, and they have projects that I'm working on. So there's some quilt blocks and my DMC, my full collection of DMC. I have them displayed because I enjoy looking at them. So yes. And then we go right into this room. I have a table. Right now there's several projects that I need to work on. And then over here are my books. These books here are a lot of reference books. They're either for doll making, quilt, embroidery. I don't think I have my cross stitch down here, but most of my crafting, and I have patterns in those binders now at the bottom. I want to cover them with fabric, so just to make them pretty. And then here I have some more fabric that I need to start wrapping. I have pre-cuts up there in those baskets. And then, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to jerk that. Move it real fast. So, and down here, this is where I would store my fabric. And I kept them in these plastic bins. but I noticed that sometimes it was easier to just go buy more fabric instead of using what I had or what I have. And I want to use up what is in my stash. So I have decided that if I can see what I have at any given moment, then I'm more likely to use it up and be inspired to create more things. And so that is my goal. Plus, I wanted to see if I cut up a lot of my fabrics into either, you know, I'm thinking of like 5 inches, 10 inches, and maybe smaller ones, but just to have them pre-cut, just squares. Then I am more likely, if I have my fabrics cut up in squares, I'm more likely to create my scrappy quilts. And that is also how I make my half square triangles. I make them, I draw a line on a square, and then I stitch a 1/4 inch on either side. I cut, press open, and then I trim, because I like to oversize them, so that way I can get an accurate half square triangle. But that's just the way that's my preference. And I wanted to be more productive with my piecing, so that is one reason why I would like to have more pre-cut fabrics, but from my own stash. So we'll see how that works out. Maybe that's a goal for next year, just to cut up my fabrics. But for now, I'll just keep wrapping them on boards. So that's it. This is my sewing room. This is where I spend most of my time. And, well, I hope you enjoy it. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.